So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 34.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Operating from the gun, Clemens. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Clemens. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Stafford, eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because you can
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marlon Mack, 78 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lance Kendricks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Clemens. He's got some. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
Throwing again. Clemens. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Clemens airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Stafford on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 1. On first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 180. Check. 7. 54. 7. Hey, Charlie.
On second and 11 now. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation.
32.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the run.
32.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 50, Stafford. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, Orbit.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey,
from the gun, here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal from the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Bandit. Check.
To throw again, Stafford. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw. Clemens. He's airing it out for Sanu. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Clemens. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your own game. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
59! Kill. Back. 49, check.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Single slot.
1 yard gain.
Watch out. Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
That's right, baby.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
12 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Mike 54.
Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
59! Alpha!
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This complete to Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions' passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Easy, easy.
At the 46-yard line.
Zebra.
From the gun, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Clemens looking deep for his tight. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Stafford. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throwing to Stafford, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Strip that ball. 10. Under pressure. Hey, Delta.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Watch the out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And Diggs has it. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Clemens. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Clemens. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is